We all like to have the most understanding by reading a book once. Perhaps one of the best skills we can acquire and strengthen with practice and repetition is the skill of effective reading. It doesn't matter how old we are, reading skills can affect all aspects of our lives. Francis B. Robinson, an American education philosopher, introduced the SQ3R method in his 1946 book, Effective Study. The method offers a more efficient and active approach to reading textbook material. SQ3R is the acronym for Survey, Question, Read, Recite, and Review, which are the 5 steps proposed by Robinson when actively and effectively reading one specific text. Through this sequence, the readers are expected to increase their understanding of the text by intentionally engaging in the reading process. This strategy includes the following 5 steps. The first step, survey, skim, or scan, advises that before you begin a new chapter, skim the material and get a feel for the main topics and ideas in the text. The process below should take 5 to 10 minutes. Read the introduction. Look at the headings and subheadings. Look at the pictures, charts, and graphs, anything visual. Read the chapter summary. This step gives us the big picture. We can decide what's important and connect the information to what we already know. In one sentence, it prepares us to read. The next step is question, also called query. From this initial preview, the readers are disposed to start generating questions about the content of the text. For example, we could convert the titles and headings into questions, or we could create more general questions such as, what is this text about? Or how could the content of this text be beneficial for me? This step helps us stay focused on the reading and gives a purpose and creates interest. The first R is read. Use the background work with S and Q to begin reading actively. This means reading to answer the questions raised under Q. As you read, look for answers to the questions you created. Use the following tips when reading. Usually the first sentence of each paragraph states the main idea. Look for transition words such as next, for example, or in contrast, to help you follow the author's point. Make notes in the margin or a notebook as you read. Paraphrase main points and ideas, and remember to not simply copy information from the textbook. Highlight only the most important points. Too much highlighting can make it difficult to separate the main point from the supporting details. The second R refers to the part known as recite. The reader should try to recite from memory what was learned in the same manner as telling someone else about the information. The reader must use their own words to formulate and conceptualize the material. Try recalling and identifying major points, heading and subheadings, and answers to questions from the Q step. This recital step may be done either in an oral or written format and is related to the benefits of retrieval and boosting long-term memory for the material. Recite step helps us retain information after we read it, and it's a way to interact with the reading and stay awake. The final R is review. After you study new material, it is extremely important to conduct an overall review within 24 hours for maximum comprehension and memory. You can lose 80% of what you have learned if you do not review it within the next day. Revisit it weekly. It helps you retain information from week to week. This useful strategy aids reading comprehension and is especially helpful for difficult textbook material. Each part of the process is helpful, so do not feel that you must follow all the steps. Use what works for you.